Hey guys, Sam Visnick here, and in today's video I'm going to do another product review. Most recently I was sent the RubBall, so thank you so much for RubBall for sending this out to me so I can give this a try. If you haven't watched many of my videos before, then I'm a neuromuscular therapist. If you have watched my videos, then you know that I use lots of different types of tools and gadgets and gizmos and so forth in order to get more effective outcomes with my clients. So I'm always looking at some of these tools that are coming out on the market and giving them a shot, figuring out when they work and under what types of circumstances, which is really the big trick. There's not one tool that you can pretty much use for everything. Some tools are better at certain types of issues than others. So we always want to give these things a shot and then see how effective they might be. Now the RubBall is a good one, interesting. I'm into a lot of percussion and vibration therapy. I use a lot of that in my practice. So this one was in particular interesting to me. So the RubBall is kind of like following along the lines of all the new products that are coming out in terms of soft tissue self-treatment, vibrating foam rollers, for example, and massage guns that are obviously very popular right now. This is a ball version that can do many of the similar features, and of course it has its own unique benefits. So right out of the box here, the good news is that it's pretty much charged, which I always hate buying something new and having no charge. I gotta wait for it so I can try it. But this is charged right out of the box actually, and it has about 3 settings on it, which is pretty cool. And of course it comes with its own charger here. It's not USB based, which is interesting. I've seen some other products that have that. But the charge is relatively quick, doesn't take too long, and I think it has about 3 hours worth, ish, of charge. So mine hasn't gone dead yet, and I've had it for a little over a week, I think. So when you turn this thing on, you get nothing right away. That just turns the unit on. One push right there starts to give you a decent amount of vibration actually right away, but it feels like it's pretty comfortable. But this thing does get up to some pretty high speeds. Level 2 increases quite a bit, and level 3 literally is like almost kind of hard to hold because the vibration is so strong. So it does have a good amount of vibration on it. Now in terms of sizing, this is about the size of a softball, maybe a hair bigger. So those of you who like to use a softball when you're rolling around on areas, this is going to be a good comparison in terms of size. And one of the benefits of having something that's larger to roll or do soft tissue techniques with is the contact surface is going to be larger. If you use something that's small, and doesn't have a big contact surface, it actually can push into the tissues further, and that can lead to more discomfort. So it's harder to relax over the tool or whatever you're using. So a larger contact surface is great, especially for those areas that need this. So that begs the next question, which is what areas do you think this is going to work well on? Well, after giving this a shot, rolling around a little bit, there's some pros and cons, of course, as there is with any tool in the areas you're going to work on. But let me tell you right away, I think the absolute best thing to use this on is glutes. Because that area in particular is going to work really well with a large contact surface. So right around the iliac crest here, just underneath, into that gluteal region, it's pretty comfortable to be able to lay on your back with that supported underneath the glute, So of course that area is already quite tender as it is, and when you turn on the vibration, it tends to be a tremendous distraction because it feels good. It's much easier to get that soft tissue release using something like that. So it really works well on that area. Another area that I think it works really good on is the hamstrings. And of course, because rolling on the hamstrings is oftentimes a little difficult to do, even on a foam roll, when you put one leg on top of the other, it's hard to get enough pressure going downward. But when you use a ball, there's going to be more pressure per area in the hamstring. And then again, the vibration adds another element, another sensory input in order to trigger some changes in the tone and the tissue. Calves also work really well. That's another one that's really easy to roll. Now when it gets into some of the back, it's hard to lay on this because, as you can imagine, trying to lay on a softball is not going to be very comfortable at all, and plus, you only have one side. If you had 2 hooked together, that would obviously work a lot better, but you're dealing with one. So in that case, you actually have to be upright, and some of the demonstration videos and clips talk about this as putting the tool against the wall and actually rolling, but there's one big problem with that, and this is one of the cons of the tool, is that the vibration will shake the wall. So you actually have to have something like using a buffer, like a towel roll. If you roll up a towel and then put it on the wall and then put the ball on it, then you're able to actually roll into the back, because now the vibration isn't shaking the wall, which is kind of annoying. So outside of that, again, with the same concept of having padding against the wall, you can roll into the pec, which is a nice shape or contour that works right into this subclavicle region, where you can actually get a nice stretch with vibration using the tool. So all in all, I think the RubBall is a pretty good tool. It's just a matter of figuring out the right areas for you. And of course, if you're a bigger person, maybe you have a lot more muscle mass, or I'm 6'2", so I have a lot more surface area, a larger implement here is oftentimes very helpful and much more tolerable. If you're 5'2", laying on this thing on your glute might be more uncomfortable because, again, this might be too much pressure. So you have to find the right tool for you. But all in all, I think that the RubBall gets a solid rating here. I think you should check it out, see if it's the right tool for you. And of course, I'll do you a favor, I'll put that link for ease down below this video, and probably a coupon code as well, so you can get a little bit off if you decide to purchase it. But that's my review on the RubBall. So RubBall, thanks for giving me a chance to review this thing, and I look forward to giving any additional product reviews on things in the future. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and look out for additional videos. Sam Isnick here, thanks for watching.